around and make one circle. I used to do the same thing. When I reach 60, I say, I cannot hear it, I cannot hear it. And I try to tell everybody that the microphone is not good, the floor is not okay, all that stuff. Is that better now? Better? Okay, so we're going to turn on the hunches, but slow down and just move one foot at a time. Now, to me, that's the hardest thing to do, because most of the horses need the impulsion or the momentum of going to make that spin or that circle. This is not a spin. This is a turn on the hunches, okay? So even if the horse doesn't have a pivot foot on the ground, but he stick around in a decent amount of space between his both hind leg, is still considered to be, as long as the shoulder or the front leg moving around the hind leg, it's a good enough for us. Okay, so any question you guys have? Beautiful time to ask questions. That's good, that's good. Smart people. That's good. Also, I want to tell you how I like to see it done, because I think it makes sense to me. You always make the transition when you outside leg lined up with the markers. So if I say, Missy, I want you to change, not yet, change direction at R8 and V, okay? She's going to come forward, and when her left leg lined up with R, okay? What she's going to do, she's going to move the shoulder or the front leg of the horse over to the diagonal, look at V and ride it forward. Okay, so go forward, right. You pass R until your left leg lined up with R. Now you move the shoulder and go up. The thing is, you don't want to stop there, you want to make it fluid, okay? I like to give him a lot more rein when he go over the pole. I like him to see it, okay? So I drop my rein down. Now when she gets to V, she's going to turn on a forehand. She's going to reach with your left leg, push the hunches to the right. She's in a straight line and get out. Did you see that? So now you know how you get in, how you get out. Keep going, Missy. And we're going to do a P8 and R. P8 and R, it's what we call a broken arrow, meaning that it's a broken in the middle of that one diagonal. So she's going to go from P to the center of the box, make a sharp right turn to R, and that's going to be P8 and R, broken arrow. Over the ground pole, turn, drop your rein a bit, and she's going to finish it at R by getting her left leg back, get the horse straight and stop. Very good, very good. So let's go to C, closer to C. And you're going to make a left turn at C, and in the box you're going to make a right turn, okay? So watch it really careful. Do it at the walk. So we're going to walk. In the middle, she's going to hit the middle of the box, and then make a left turn circle by leg heel to the right. So she's going to push the horse to the other right. That's okay. It's always two rights. You're right. There was a right circle going to the left. It's okay. It's okay. Let's do it one more time. One more time. So she's going to come in, and she's going to do a right circle inside the box. Okay? So to make a right circle inside the box, she needs to leg heel to the left. So the bend is going to be to the left, the horse is ready to travel forward. Now it's not a turn on hunches, it's a walk of a circle inside the box. You're going to the right by pushing to the left. Alright, go forward. There you go. Turn around, and you go straight out to A. So turn on the hunches a bit, and go straight out. Pretty, isn't it? So you can see, you can see, because it's so much for us to still perfect ourselves and our horses. So we don't need to go more than that. But what we did, though, for people who want more, we offer a freestyle. And the freestyle, we have a minimal requirement that you need to perform before you can make it and do something on your own. So if you want to use a piaffe or a passage or a tip change or whatever you want to do, okay, the freestyle is a place for you to grow. Okay? So if you feel that you are way above everybody else and you can do a lot of things that other people cannot, and that test is not offering you, you can go to the freestyle. By talking about the freestyle, I want to tell you that the Cowboy Dressage today have almost 20 something different classes. We have what we call the Vaquero style division. The only difference is that it's a different costume. So when you go to a Vaquero class, you need to either ride with a hackamore with two hands or straighten the bridle with one hand. Matter of fact, that's the only time that you have to ride with one hand. And everybody else in the class got to ride with one hand. The rest of the classes, you can ride in two hands, and I don't want to say the bridle because it's not in the bridle, but you ride with a bit with two hands, and that's a huge difference between riding in a bridle or riding with a bit. To me, the bridle is a bridle horse that is finished or close to be finished, in neck rein, he knows his stuff, he knows his thing, and then anything that is not the tradition of one hand, it's probably not going to fit the ticket. We have another acknowledgement that we do, and that's called the Mustangs. So if you have a Mustang and you perform in a Cowboy Dressage, we have a high point for Mustang award. We have a gated horses. And we have another division that is called Partnership on the Ground, and that's designed for the youth and amateur. And what it is, we split that court in a half. And that's resemble maybe in one way the old showmanship classes, because you lead your horse rather than ride it. The difference will be that there is no chain link. It's either a halter with a lead rope. So in other words, you cannot hold it by the snap. You need to have at least 16 inches of slack between your halter to your hand. You go in and you walk a 10-meter circle, you chug a 20, you do change of direction, and you go out. And I think that if anyone here has a connection with 4-H, that's what we need to go with that, because 4-Hers need some education like that to make themselves better than just a barrel racer. Okay? So look at that and take something out of it. The partnership on the ground, the same test that they leading the horse, they can do on strike. They can saddle that horse and go back and ride it mounted on the same horse on the same test. So, and again, last night, we all brainstorming about what else we can do, and we almost decide, it's almost 99%, that by next year, we're going to have a Liberty on the ground class. And the reason we thought it's a great thing to do, because we got everything that we need for a Liberty class. Can you imagine those good girls coming in here and doing a 20-meter circle in Liberty, standing inside the box? That'd be something. What about backing up between the poles? So we have the real estate. All what we need now is you guys, okay, come up and say, hey, I'm in. We're going to find that the more we offer, okay, more people we get involved. We don't want to limit our resources to something narrow. We want to really open it up. Yeah.